All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Denver Broncos in tonight's video. What a fascinating, interesting football game. I'm glad I didn't watch that live and sweat it out. This is the game sealer, and we're going to be breaking all this stuff down in this video. I promise you, Broncos fans, I don't think actually anyone's tweaking about Bo Nix. I don't think anybody's tweaking about this offense. But we'll get to that when we talk about it. 4th and 10 here, 46 seconds left on the clock. Jaquan McMillan. This dude makes big-time plays in big-time moments all of the time. They made Cam Ward's NFL debut very chaotic. They had 6 total sacks, a couple of forced fumbles. It was a phenomenal defensive football game, and like I said, we watch a lot of football on this channel. They're sending the house at the rookie quarterback, and McMillan comes in here, forced fumble, and the Broncos end up recovering it. But that was game over. It was 4th and 10 here. The defense is, and we saw it last year, it's Super Bowl caliber. I mean, it truly is. And like I said at the beginning, I watched a lot of football week one, whether it's college football, NFL, offenses always are starting slow in the new preseason era. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, this was the play leading up to it. We got Dobbins making his Denver Bronco debut. I think he looks phenomenal in a Broncos jersey, by the way. Offensive line does a great job of run protection here. He finds an open hole, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle with the stiff arm, and just walks into the end zone here. He finished with 16 carries, 63 yards, and this touchdown here for 19 yards. We'll get to RJ Harvey a little bit later on in the video, who had a 50-yarder. I know, man, it was a stressful, chaotic game, I'm sure. 25 of 40, 176 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks for Mr. Bo Nix. The Marvin Mims punt buffle was baffling, and then the Bo Nix strip sack fumble was also baffling. This was just a game where Denver continuously was kind of shooting themselves in the foot here. And, one thing I think people now know is the Titans defense, they're stingy. They've got a bunch of dogs on this defense, and they don't like the disrespect that they've gotten in the last couple of years. They were actually a really good pass rush defense last year. They've got a really good interior defensive line as well, a sneaky good secondary, and yeah, I had to show this J.K. Dobbins touchdown because this was, pretty much put it 8-point game sealer as far as offense goes, because the offense was struggling to put together a complete drive for pretty much the whole football game. Alright guys, this was 3rd and 24, 13-12 at this point in the game, and like I said, Denver just could not complete drives, whether it was Bo Nix's 3 turnovers, the Marvin Mims buffed fumble. They weren't really able to get much going in the passing game. Bo Nix only averaged 4.4 yards per completion here. We got Tillman up here at the top, and then you got Zach Allen, or as you guys say, Sack Allen. And I know the rhetoric is probably, Tillman gets him. Cam Ward makes a phenomenal move. He was running for his life this whole football game. And then we got Sack Allen right here, who's going to come in and clean it up. They had a sack right before this. I can't remember if it was Stranad or not, but they had a sack right before this. And, as you can tell, this is on the 38-yard line. I mean, they can still attempt to kick here. It's in Denver. But the sack before this was huge, and the sack after this was also just as huge. Just making sure they keep this lead, because like I said, it's 13-12 at this point in time. Now, Broncos fans, I hope you guys are excited, because truly this defense is, it's masterclass, and we saw it last year. But you guys are so unbelievably loaded on defense, and you got a week 1 victory. That's really all I'm concerned with. And like I said, in 1 month from now, this game will be a complete afterthought. Alright guys, I was actually able to find this clip here. Hit that like button, by the way. Try and get 100 likes on tonight's videos. I love all my Broncos fans who support this channel. This was, like I said, right before 2 minutes ago in that last clip. You're on the 22-yard line right now. It's 2nd and 8, and you can't see the scoreboard, but it's 13-12. Excuse me. There's only 11 minutes left in this football game. And we got Jonah Elliss coming off a sneaky sleeper rookie season, and he just bulldozes his way into here and gets Cam Ward down with a sack. And so this was leading up to that last one. This was, like I said, probably a little bit more important than the other one. Goes outside, pushes inside, and just pure brute talent, pure brute strength comes in here and knocks Cam Ward down. All right, it wasn't all bad for Bo Nix. 1st and 10, All right, on the 22-yard line in Tennessee's territory. You can barely see it. There's 22 seconds left on this game clock. It's 6-3 Tennessee's way. Now, what I really love about this clip, and I'll just let you watch it first off. You see that little pump fake. He's going to find Courtland Sutton, who makes a beautiful athletic catch, leap to grab this. Sorry, I just hit the mic. To grab this touchdown. Now, if you saw it earlier on in this football game, Bo Nix almost got an interception on this play. So, Courtland Sutton here, at the top of your screen, and we kind of lose him, is running just a simple in and out. And I love it because he gets just this split second separation right here with this pump fake. And like I said, these guys are kind of just the broadcast here. If you guys want a film study on anything, let me know down below in the comments section. I'd be happy to do it, whether we're talking offense, whether we're talking about this wonderful defense, which I'm probably just going to do in general. But gets him just a slight second of separation, and then Sutton, payday Sutton comes down with a huge touchdown to take the lead heading into halftime. And of course, it was a DK gets a huge kick return right after this for Tennessee, and they're able to kick a field goal. And just honestly, what an insane football game. All right, leading up to that touchdown, it's 3-3 right now. There's only 3 minutes left in the first half. It's 3rd and goal. All right, now we're going to be keeping an eye on Jonathan Cooper, who had a phenomenal game. And then Nick Bonito, who's going to get credited with this sack, who also had a phenomenal football game, just like the whole Broncos' damn defense. That's how good you guys are. Cam Ward's rolling to his left. Jonathan Cooper is completely running him down. Cam Ward sees him. He's like, oh, crap, I got to move. And he kind of evades him a little bit. And then Bonito comes in, clean up. I was going to say clean up aisle Denver, but I feel like that's not really a funny joke. Funny quip? What is it, quip or whip? I think it's quip. But anyways, not funny. This is huge. Just not allowing a touchdown for Cam Ward in this Titans offense all day. This defense stepped up every time that they had to. Literally every time. Cam Ward finishes the football game with 112 yards. I get it, his wide receivers didn't necessarily do him too much help. We're about to get into the Hufanga fumble right here. They also ran the ball 21 times for only 71 yards, averaging 3.4 yards per carry. But this defense just stepping up. We're early on in the second quarter here. It's still 3-3, 2nd and 6. They're in Broncos territory, and we see brand new addition from the San Francisco 49ers, Hufanga. He's going to come in here, all right, sees that it's a run. He's going to attack defense. Jonathan Cooper wraps him up a little bit, or he actually does wrap him up, but he looks like Pollard's kind of falling onto opposing. He's falling on his lineman, maybe a Broncos in there. Hufanga comes in here and just beats that ball. Brandon Jones comes in for the fumble recovery. Brandon Jones also had a huge tackle on 3rd down. I really have to do a Broncos film study on this defense. But hard-hitting Hufanga knocks this ball loose, and just one of the many defensive plays. That's going to be it for the defense. I got to show you this R.J. Harvey run. Now, this ultimately leads to a nice score here. It's 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter, 9:22 to be precise, 13-12 Broncos way. We got rookie running back right here, R.J. Harvey, who I think reached a top speed of 20-something miles per hour. Dude is super quick. But R.J. Harvey finds just the gap, right? And then he maneuvers out, uses that speed. You can see this speed right away. Right when he makes that turn, breaks this tackle, and then from there on out, it's just clear as day. Now, I do have to apologize in advance. NFL copyright, I don't know if you're even supposed to say that word, has been super stingy this season. So, like I said, sorry to be a little bit underwhelming here, but R.J. Harvey just gets out into the open and he rips this for 50 yards. So he finished 6 carries, 70 yards, including this long of 50. I'm anticipating a huge bounce-back game against the Indianapolis Colts next week from this Broncos offense, and that's actually now an interesting football game because the Indianapolis Colts with Indiana Jones just routed the Miami Dolphins. But, like I said at the beginning of the video, man, I really think this game's going to be redundant very soon, and I think at the end of the day, week 1, you're just excited to come out here with a victory, to just be quite honest with you. I don't think any Broncos fans can be too upset with this victory here. I know you want a little bit more offensively They still had 317 yards of total offense. Too many penalties. They went only 6 of 15 on third down, but hey, they did stop the Titans on third down, 2 of 14. The Titans went 2 of 14 on third down for only 133 total yards in this football game. 1 of 3 red zone efficiency. They had 6 penalties. Tennessee had a whopping 13. They had the 4 turnovers. It's rare you're going to win a football game when you have 4 offensive turnovers. So I think that's just a pretty good testament of how resilient this offense and especially how dominant this defense is for the Denver Broncos. So, folks, that's it from me. I hope you guys are excited about this season starting 1-0. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit that sub button as always. Let me know who the player of the game is in your opinion down below. If you guys want a defensive film study, you're probably going to get it anyways, but let me know if you want that as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great victory week, and we will see you soon. Peace.